Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 2, Episode 8, called A Magnificent End.
I am so sad there's only 3 episodes left.
Like, what the heck? I thought this was gonna be another regularly...
Like 24 episodes. I was in it for the long haul. I was prepared.
It's our Season 3.
I don't think anything's been scheduled yet.
We're gonna have to really soak these in.
You did find Frieren manga at a little bookstore.
Independent bookshop we went to yesterday.
Yeah. Well, now, and we're going to have to read
Gravitated
it
to them.
if they don't animate it, because I need to know what happens now.
I know. They have to animate it. This is very popular.
Yeah.
We're putting it out there.
Okay, so last episode, if I remember correctly, the days are a blur. The animes are a blur. We started the fight.
We met Revolte with an E at the end. Yes, they
split up, and he
Genau
predicted that.
Stark stayed in the town, only to be ambushed by Revolte himself. Frieren, Fern, and Method went off, and the girl and guy, who were seeming a little sadistic to me, they found them.
Yeah. Do you remember how the episode ended?
Do you?
I do.
I'm like, is this a quiz?
It's a quiz. Pop quiz.
Yeah, they were fighting Revolte.
Yeah, but do you remember what happened during...
Oh my gosh, Genau sprouted wings.
Yes. I was waiting for it to kick in.
Genau sprouted wings.
Yes. And his line about, like, demons aren't the only ones who have built weapons or whatever that was. We are going to see some hand-to-hand combat. I think this could be really cool.
How much of Genau's soul has he sold to the devil?
Like, maybe a lot.
To get that power. Or is it a Yule situation where he just, like, if you can believe it, you can achieve it?
Yeah. He does seem like he has a dark side.
He has a dark side.
Something has happened. Because he alluded to having killed people, either having killed or killed people.
Mm-hmm.
There's...
Not just demons.
Genau is a complicated individual.
We need to learn more about him.
Yeah.
But this title, A Magnificent End, I'm like... But there's 2 more episodes. We can't just have fluff for the last 2.
I think somebody is going to come to a magnificent end.
Genau.
Maybe.
But who do you think? Or what do you think? Revolt. It can't be Revolt.
I don't know. Maybe the other 2?
I think Revolt is going to hold on till the end of the season.
I agree.
Oh, baby.
Let's go.
Let's find out. I'm excited. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 2, Episode 8 is coming right now. Whoa.
Wow, they're all so fast.
一筋縄ではいかないか。まるで剣術の達人が何人もいるかのような所作。手数も当然ながら、反射速度も体力も人間とは桁違いだ。シュタルクも押されている。このまま持久戦に持ち込まれたら確実に負けるな。一度引いて体勢を。
Well, dude, you knew this was gonna happen.
方が早い。追撃されて終わる。
まずいな。フリーレンの言った通りだ。剣筋がまるで読めない。それなら。
バカが正面から受けるなと。もらった。
Oh, damn, that
こ
grin
いつ
was
わざと
cold.
勝負なやつめ。
This is what we wanted him to do.
お前は優秀な戦士だよ。おかげでほんのわずかな隙ができた。終わりだ。
No,
レボル
it's
テ。
probably not over.
待て、思い出した。お前以前殺した一級魔法使いの片割れだな。今と似たような状況だった。お前は他の魔族の討伐に向かい、片割れは村を護衛した。お前が村に戻ってきた頃には何
Is
も
this
か
his
も
like
手遅れ。
penance?
相棒の最後を知りたくないか。
黙れ。
Don't
あの戦い
hesitate.
では
Kill
実
him.
に面白い教訓が得られた。
もういい。黙らせるだけだ。
では、最後に私からの助言だ。生存者の確認はもっとしっかりやった方がいい。
No, don't.
子供
No.
悪あがきを。
ご苦労、大義だった。
判断が鈍ったな。あいつが一瞬頭をよぎった。
Remember when he was so like critical of him defending children?
Yeah.
やはり私の読みは正しかった。人には子供をかばう習性がある。
習性か。人にそんな習性があったら世界はもっと平和になっているだろうさ。私の知る限り見ず知らずのガキをかばって死んだバカは一人だけだ。
この子は少し優しすぎたのかもしれんね。いつの時代もそうだ。優しい魔法使いは長生きできん。
立派な最後でした。
心にもないことを言うんだな。ゲナ、お前は嫌なやつだ。優しさのかけらもない。ずっとそのままでいる。
仰せのままに。
殺しを楽しむのは私の趣味。
I remember we were so kind of upset that he was like, what an idiot defending children, and then he did the same thing.
I'm not sure he did.
What?
I think he still has something up his sleeve.
Genau? I'm
Yeah.
not saying he doesn't,
No.
but he had him on the ropes,
True.
and he chose to, when Revolte threw his dagger or whatever, he chose to protect the child instead of finishing him off.
True. Can Stark finish him off?
I don't know. Stark is like dazed against the wall.
And injured.
And I like that he lashed his tail though. That's what we wanted last episode.
You have to have respect for the fact that he was willing to take a blow to create an opening.
His little smirk. Ugh.
He's kind of dopey or young, like outside of battle, but when he starts fighting, he's come such a long way in terms of his confidence and how he approaches that, and even how he interacts, like with Genau. Like that never would have happened at the beginning of season 1.
Well,
That's been kind of cool to see.
Even Genau being like, "You're a very skilled warrior."
Yeah.
I'm guessing Genau does not hand out compliments willy-nilly.
No. What do you think of the message of like kind mages die in every era? I know this is pertaining to mages and that, but I feel like that sentiment is broader. Like kindness never pays off kind of thing.
I mean, Seria only really cares about, and if, you know, being unfeeling and callous makes you a better mage, I feel like that's all she cares about. It's what do they say? Nice guys finish last.
It's not untrue.
I mean, I wasn't surprised that she said that.
Yeah.
It seemed very on character for me.
Missed the Magnificent End being his partner.
I was like, Revolte's not gonna die. Maybe somebody else is gonna die. It's looking
maybe.
like it's heading that way.
Yeah, we'll see if Genau makes it out of this one.
苦にしてやる。
Stark has to come out of nowhere.
やっぱり柄でもないことはするものじゃないな。
驚いた。私の剣を正面から受け止められる戦士がまさかこの世に存在したとは。
まだ動けたのか。死んだふりでもしていればいいものを。
それじゃ負けだろ。戦いってのは最後まで立っていたやつが勝つんだぜ。
お前いいやつだと思っていたがただのバカだな。だがその考えは悪くない。その七に私も付き合う。シュタック、戦いは追い詰められるほど生き残った時の感動は大きいぞ。
そりゃ楽しみだな。震えが止まらないぜ。
That's Brawlhouse material.
I shall walk into the jaws of death with you, Stark.
どうすれば。
It's so dark, her hair looks brown.
フリーレン様いつの間にかいなくなっているし。
Just surveying the field.
たまには高みの見物っていうのも悪くはないかな。
Everyone's fighting for their lives over there. Conceal your mana.
魔力を消して潜伏しても無駄だ。
Dang it.
この霧は俺が魔法で作り上げたもの。わずかな魔力にも反応して対象を捕捉する。この世に魔力を完全に消せる生物はいない。
Frieren can.
視界も悪い上に攻撃も防がれてしまう。相性が悪い。
That was kind of cool.
この気配、フェルンさんも苦戦しているようですね。
And I sense that Frieren is
あな
hanging
たは
out.
だいぶ奇抜な魔法を使う魔族のようですから。メドロジュバルト。
Just quick.
何をよそ見している。お前の相手は私だ。分かっています。
Oh.
対して私の相手は奇抜とは真逆。とても堅実な戦い方をする魔族です。攻防一体、基礎がとてもしっかりしている。純粋に隙がない。正面から戦ってはいけないタイプの敵ですね。フェルンさんと協力して打ち崩すのが最適解だと思いますが、この霧にはおそらく強力な魔力探知効果もあります。
Which is why Fern is
この
floating.
ままだと潜伏というフェルンさんの強みが活かせない。ならば魔法の霧が晴れれば戦局が大きく動きますね。少し暴れますか。
She's got some juice.
攻撃パターンが変わった。
Was that a mirage that was behind her?
I think so.
北部高原で魔族を飼っていた一族の戦い方に似ている。魔族を殺すために生涯を捧げるようなイカれた一族だ。これは面白い。いい勝負ができそうだ。いざ 尋常に。
早い。魔法がまるで当たらん。達人のような動きから打って変わってまるで獰猛な肉食獣のような動きだ。これほどの致命傷を負いながらも戦い続ける。人類とはかけ離れた強靭な肉体と無尽蔵な体力。このままだと本当に削り殺されるぞ。
Oh, somebody catch him. Thank you. Great music.
He broke 2 of his swords.
さすがにもう剣の魔力を維持するだけの集中力は残っていなかった。
I love every minute of this. Both fights, all 3 fights, I guess.
This is intense.
I think this is the most
That was almost, yeah.
like on edge or intensity I felt from this show.
Yeah, I almost said that and then I was like, wait, let me check myself. But I think it is.
There have been more emotionally charged moments, but like kind of, this has Demon Slayer vibes to it, kind of, but in a not quite as dark a way.
So Frieren is probably gathering information, which is what she does, and she'll probably come through and be the hero right when everybody else is exhausted.
Watch her kill all 3 and be like, what were you guys doing?
Method is no joke though.
No, and interesting that she comes from a remote northern village that is basically demon hunters, and she has 2 kinds of mana. She's growing on me.
She's very smart. She's adaptable. She's got various types of magic or spells at her disposal.
My prediction is that none of these fights are going to be one-on-one. I do love how Stark and Ganao are fighting together. I think their style works well together. Stark is able to kind of be a little reckless, and Ganao is coming. I love that he brawled with him, like ran up and jumped on his head. Mad respect. Stark's heading to the bro house.
I feel like Ganao thought Stark would just be in the way at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh wait, no, you're good. I am worried about Fern though. She is a problem solver, but she knows that it's not a good matchup for her.
Did Matod... What's her name?
Method.
Matod, that's what it was. Todd.
Todd, like method with an E at the end.
Yeah. Did her last spell clear the fog? Or was she recognizing that she needed to clear the fog?
I think she was recognizing she needed to clear the fog.
Okay. I thought for some reason her last spell had done that, but
I'm probably wrong.
待て、なんだこの違和感は。確かに凄まじい猛攻だが、なぜか殺意が読み取れない。あら、やはり鋭いですね。ですが気がつくのが少々遅かったようです。ちょうど霧の解析が終わりました。戦いしか知らない者は戦いのための魔法しか覚えられない。私以外の一族のものであるが、この状況は理解できないです。魔法が楽しいものだと彼らは知らないでしょうから。エリル・フラーテ。
霧が晴れた。
Oh boy.
無駄な。
Okay, you're right.
霧などいくらでも作り出せる。
Not before Fern annihilates you.
Boom, boom, boom!
Because she's quick.
あの小娘は
Oh.
レモンの魔力が消えた。
Frieren is dropping bombs from the sky.
攻撃、一体どこから？ソルトアーク。
Oh, the classic.
That was Fern? Yo.
弾道予測を許さない探知範囲外からの超遠距離射撃。やるねフェルン、さすがだ。
二度とこんなきつい戦いはしたくないです。
He's just loving breaking those swords.
Oh, baby. Oh dear.
終わりだ、レボルテ。
Don't hesitate this time.
Whoa.
素手は武器にはなり得ない人間の発想だ。こうして武器を失えばもう戦えないと思い込む。私の勝ちだ。
思い込みか。それは人も魔族も変わらないな。お前は人間のしぶとさを知らない。
Oh.
How is he still alive?
Like, where are their organs? Were his eyes red?
Yeah. Does he have magic? Or just special attacks? Todd needs
Wait,
to
I
come.
was just thinking,
Yeah.
you took the words right out of my mouth. These men have holes blown through their abdomens.
Stark's not gonna be able to eat his big hamburger.
あんたがいいやつに見えるよ。こんなになっちまった村をまだ守ろうとしている。俺にはできなかったことだ。
You guys. No. They cannot be dead.
There's no way they're dead.
A Magnificent End, Adam.
It was magnificent.
まだ俺を助けようとするんだな。やっぱりな。お前はいいやつだよ。
He's gonna try to save Stark as his last act. Do you want to know the most terrifying thing?
You've pictured yourself being in that situation, like dying and crawling to somebody.
No.
Oh, okay. You have a wild imagination. You imagine yourself in many different
Well, I'm
situations.
just a very good visualizer. But anyway, so because I have such a good imagination, that means I'd be a first class mage. Is that what you're saying?
You're a first class whatever you decide to do in general.
Okay, the most terrifying thing was his smile. Revolt.
Ah, yes.
It literally gave me a jump scare. Right before his arms shot out and he smiled like that, I was like, oh.
Because he knew. He had them. Or he thought he had them.
No, but like, it was just disgusting is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I don't need an explanation.
Fair.
It was just gross. That sucks. They can't be dead.
No.
I feel like Gennat was dead.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I love everything about how they approached that fight. Just not giving up, keeping going. Stark pushed him past his limit, and then he wanted to save him. He still has this inner battle of good and bad, and I think you can be good and cold at the same time and make good decisions. Like, I don't think it has to be one or the other, but that was a lot of fun, actually.
And roll it back to Fern's long-range attack out of mana detection zone.
I thought
That's
was
what Frieren was doing up
Yeah.
there. We're like, oh, Frieren's just chilling, surveying. How did she know?
Teaching.
Stay
Frieren
out of that
was teaching.
detection radius.
That was a massive spell for an Unleash, though.
And it's Zoltrak. It is the basic spell, and she has honed it.
Gotta be good at the fundamentals.
目頭で私はまた死に損なったのか。
そのようですね。
もういい、動ける。
Methode is OP. I'm sorry. She's amazing.
一命を取り留めました。ゲナウさんよりも治療を優先させたので。
そうか。
ご不満ですか？
いや、あいつはよくやってくれたよ。
フリーレンさんたちはしばらく村に滞在してくれるそうですよ。
They decided to stay with them. I love that.
もうだいぶ良くなってきたな。
腕立てしてる。もしかしてシュタルク様って化け物だったのでしょうか。
痛い。
ところでこのパーティーって僧侶がいないんですね。私この任務が終わったら
I knew it!
よかったら同行しましょうか。北部高原は僧侶の魔法がないと危険ですから。大丈夫だよ。回復魔法のような高度な魔法は無理だけど、私も僧侶の魔法なら多少は使えるし、本当にヤバい状況になったら逃げるか。
Seriously, they're saying
今
no?
までだってそうしてきた。それにこのパーティーの僧侶の
For
席を
sign
受け
to
てお
come
きたい
back?
からね。いつかまた会えるかもしれないから。それにね、なんだかメトーデがいるとフェルンが不機嫌になるの。あらあら、嫌われてしまいましたね。でも私フェルンさんのことも大好きですよ。怒っているのも可愛い。
Fern's a little jelly.
ノルム騎士団が到着した。
Took
私
them
たち
long
も
enough.
南部まで
Yeah.
護衛に加わることになった。
わかりました。
ここでお前たちとはお別れだな。シュタルク、怪我の具合は？
バッチリ問題ないぜ。
そうか。お前たちには借りができたな。いずれ必ず返す。
ゲナウさん、お礼。
ありがとう。助かったよ。
こちらこそだよ。お互い長生きしようぜ。
行くぞ。
はい。またね。
ああ。
またどこかで。
なあ、断ってよかったのか？
Yeah, she saved me.
メトーデだよ。
このパーティーの僧侶はザインでしょ？
いや、そうじゃなくて、綺麗なお姉さんだぜ。合流した時ザインにいろいろ言われるんじゃないか？
別にいいんじゃない？このパーティーにはもうお姉さんはいるでしょ。
それもそうだな。
Great episode.
Maybe one of my favorites so far.
Fantastic.
I loved the dynamic between Ganao and Stark. I really am starting to come around with Matod as a character.
Yes. This episode, like, she kind of took charge in her own way in the second test. But this episode, wow. I love her.
I love a problem solver, and I love somebody who has a breadth of experience, not just expertise in one. Because I think that's so important to solving problems. And I think that's why you look at Fern, like, with the basics. Frieren is teaching her the basics of a whole bunch of things, and then you learn how to apply those in different situations, and I'm just a huge fan of that in general.
So many, yeah, like you were saying, so many pieces just from the character part, but then like Genau being willing to walk into death with Stark.
You love that.
Oh, that line was so good, and just I liked, you know, how Fern kind of adapted and problem solved. Just
in that scene, at first I thought she was underwater.
Oh.
Because the light looked like it was coming from underneath. I didn't realize it was a reflection from up top until later. But
I'm just also so curious why two of those demons had their eyes covered. I know I mentioned it in previous episodes, but I'm still wondering, and I'm curious if it's a thing of like, you know, when one sense is taken away, the others are enhanced. Who knows?
Like just focused on mana detection and maybe.
Matod would have been a great addition to the party, I think, but the fact that Frieren has loyalty to Sign and like has faith that they're gonna cross paths with him again.
And loyalty to Fern, who doesn't like her.
True. That is true, because Matod tries to give Frieren too many head pats and hugs.
Yeah.
That's Fern's girl. Oh, 2 episodes left, don't remind me.
I'm sad.
But this is definitely one of my favorite Frieren episodes of all time.
Me too.
So let us know your thoughts. What was running through your mind watching this episode? And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Frieren Beyond Journey's End coming next week. Bye.